Shalom, Kal Halayim La, Yahabashim Yahushua from Kakadash. This is Amos 2 and verse 8. We'll start from verse 7. It says that pant after the dust of the earth on the head of the poor, and turn aside the way of the meek, and a man and his father will go in unto the same maid to profane my holy name. It's talking about 2/3. It says, verse 8, and they lay themselves down upon clothes laid to pledge by every altar, and they drink the wine of the condemned in the house of their power, lowercase g. So, clothes in the scriptures is likened to what someone would use as a covering. All right, with the true covering being Yahushua, Yahabashim Yahushua. All right. It says, and they drink the wine of the condemned in the house of their power. So they wine is also likened to philosophies. You know, they drinking that strange wine. They drinking doctrines that are off. All right, so just going into Amos 2 and 8. It says, it's Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel. So they using they using clothes, but they're not using the true clothing. It says that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering. So they're trying to cover themselves. They're trying to defend themselves, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And by taking on these pagan philosophies and these customs, you know, one would add sin to sin. All right. This is Isaiah 52. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength. You know, this word gives us strength. It says, O Zion, you know, talking about the 12 tribes. It says, put on thy beautiful garments. You know, this truth is a beautiful garment. All right. It says, O Jerusalem, the holy city. And the holy city is a people before it's a place. It says, for henceforth there shall no more come into the uncircumcised and the unclean, you know, because by putting on this truth, you know, the elect is not going to be unclean anymore. You know, they're going to you know, come back to the fact that they are Israelites. You know, they're going to rely on the Lord. All right, and then in the kingdom 2/3 will be cleansed from their wicked deeds, and they're no more going to be uncircumcised and unclean. All right. It says, shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. It says, shake thyself from the dust, being that confusion, these vain philosophies, man. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. All those different philosophies and you know, things that man made, they have nothing to offer other than captivity, man. They limit you. It says, "O captive daughter of Zion," you know. So this truth shakes us from that dust and releases us from that captive state, you know. And just going into the fact that, you know, apparel is likened to clothing. It says, oh, Slaki, apparel is likened to a covering or a defense or you know, doctrine. All right. And going back to Amos 2 and 8, those clothes by those altars is strange apparel. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel, you know. And when the Lord comes back, you know, he's going to punish those that are clothed and strange apparel. You know, if you don't have that tawa, you know, the the holy garments, when the Lord comes back, you know, he's going to destroy you, you know. So let's go back to it. It says, and they lay themselves down upon clothes laid to pledge by every altar, not being the true altar, the true power. It says, and they drink the wine of the condemned in the house of their God, lowercase g. You know, that's how you know it's not talking about, you know, the Lord, you know, the true power, the one that can deliver us from any circumstance. You know, so Lord willing, that was edifying. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kagdash. Shalom.